My dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are better today and passing your time in happiness. In this pandemic situation, I will advise you to stay at home and follow the rules of health because we know that prevention is better than cure. Today, we'll practice some transformation sentence. We will practice from assertive, interrogative, imperative, objective, and exclamatory. And this important lecture is going to be given by Muhammad Zaman Hossain, lecturer in English, Rajaputra Model College, Uttara Dhaka. I hope that you will enjoy this class a lot. So let's start the class. If we look at number 1, we can see that the sentence is, this is a fiction. We shall have to make this negative. So in order to make negative, we need to use a negative form of the sentence, plus we shall have to use an opposite word. So the solution is, this is not a non-fiction. So the solution is, this is not a non-fiction. If we look at number 2, we can see that she was not active in her childhood. We shall have to make this affirmative. So we shall have to use the sentence affirmative and we need to use an opposite word. So the sentence is, she was lazy in her childhood. So the solution is, she was lazy in her childhood. This is number 3. He was too lazy to get up early in the morning to breathe morning air. We shall have to make this negative. So the negative form of this sentence will be, actually the rule is that when there is 2 plus 2, and if we want to make this negative, we shall have to use so ... that. So the sentence is, he was so lazy that he could not get up early in the morning to breathe morning air. I think you have got the point. Now we are moving to question 4. The question is, only the children are eligible for this ride in Fantasy Kingdom. The solution will be, none but the children are So the solution is, none but the children are eligible for this ride in Fantasy Kingdom. We know that when there is any person after only, and if you want to make this negative, we shall have to use none but. This is question number 5. The question is, she never tells a lie. We shall have to make this affirmative. So the solution is, she always speaks the truth. So when there is never, and if you want to make this affirmative, we shall have to use always. Now we are moving to question number 6. The question is, friendship is nothing but a name of a feeling. We shall have to make this interrogative. So we can make this interrogative in this way. Is friendship anything but a name of a feeling? We can do this in other way. What is friendship, but a name of a feeling. This is question number 7. The question is, many agenda were set to make the program more gorgeous. The solution will be not a few agenda were set to make the program more gorgeous. Okay, now we are moving to question number 8. The question is, he is always polite to his parents. We should have to make this negative. The solution to this question is, he is never impolite to his parents. So the solution is, he is never impolite to his parents. We know that when there is always in affirmative sentence, and if we want to make this affirmative, we need to use, and if we want to make this negative, we need to use never plus opposite word. Now we are moving to question number 9. Nothing is certain in this world. We need to make this interrogative. So the solution is anything certain in this world? So when there's nothing in assertive sentence, and if you want to make this interrogative, at the time we need to use anything, and we need to make the sentence interrogative. This is question number 10. The question is, man is the maker of his own fate. We need to make this interrogative, so we can make the sentence interrogative in this way: isn't man the maker of his own fate? So the solution is, isn't man the maker of his own fate? Okay, this is question number 11. Let us use our time properly. We shall have to make this assertive. So we know that when there is let us in imperative sentence, and if you want to make this assertive, we shall have to use we should. We should use our time properly. I think you have understood the point. Now, this is question number 12. He could not but explain the matter to us. We need to make this affirmative. The solution is, he had to explain the matter to us. So when there is could not but, and if you want to make this affirmative, we shall have to use had to. This is question number 13. The question is, may Allah save you from coronavirus. So we shall have to make this assertive. The solution is, we wish that Allah will save you from coronavirus. Okay, now we are moving to question number 14. The question is, as soon as he went to school, it began to rain heavily. We shall have to make this negative. So we know that when there is as soon as, and if you want to make this negative, we shall have to use no sooner than. And if we use no sooner than, the first part will be past perfect tense, and the second part will be past indefinite tense. So the solution is, no sooner had he gone to school, then it began to rain heavily. So the solution is, no sooner had he gone to school than it began to rain heavily. Now we are moving to question number 15. We can see the question that it is a great pity. We shall have to make this exclamatory. So the solution of this sentence is, what a pity it is. Actually, we know that when there is a or an in assertive sentence, and if we want to make this exclamatory, at that time we need to use what. So the solution is, what a pity it is. Now we're moving to question number 16. The question is, how lucky we are. We shall have to make this assertive. So the solution is, we are very lucky. Okay, this is question number 17. The question is, none but the children are suitable for this race. We shall have to make this affirmative. So we know that when there is none but, and if we want to make this affirmative, we shall have to use only. So the solution is, only the children are suitable for this race. I think you have understood the point. This is question number 18. The question is, he was too weak to stand upright. We shall have to make this negative. So we know the rules that when there's two ... and if you want to make this negative at the time, we need to use so ... that. So the solution is, he was so weak that he could not stand upright. We need to understand that when there is so that, if there is a present tense in the first part, we shall have to use cannot in the second part, and if there is past tense in the first part, we need to use could not in the second part. This is question number 19. The question is, may Allah grant him a long life. We shall have to make this assertive. The solution is, we wish that Allah will grant him a long life. Okay, this is question number 20. The question is, 5, you have not got GPA 5 in the half yearly examination. We shall have to make this assertive. So the solution to this question is, it is a matter of shame that you have not got GPA 5 in the half yearly examination. So when there is 5 in exclamatory sentence, and if you want to make this assertive, at the time we need to write, it's a matter of shame. It's a matter of shame that. Now this is question number 21. The question is, many people rejected the meeting. We shall have to make this negative. So the negative form of this sentence is, not a few people rejected the meeting. So the solution is not a few people rejected the meeting. This is question number 22. The question is, if I had the wings of a bird, we shall have to make this assertive. So the solution is, I wish I had the wings of a bird. Actually, when there is if in exclamatory sentence, and if you want to make this assertive, we shall have to use I wish instead of if. This is question number 23. He is always solvent from his childhood. We shall have to make this negative. So the negative form of this sentence is, he is never insolvent from his childhood. So the solution is, he is never insolvent from his childhood. Now this is question number 24. The question is, don't let him go there alone. We shall have to make this assertive. The solution is, you should not let him go there alone. In fact, if you want to make assertive from imperative sentence, we generally use you should, and if the sentence is negative, we use you should not. So the solution is, you should not let him go there alone. This is question number 25. The question is, their glory can never fade away from this earth. We shall have to make this interrogative. So we know that when there is never in assertive sentence, and if we want to make this interrogative, we shall have to use ever instead of never, and we shall have to make a normal interrogative sentence. So the solution is, can their glory ever fade away from this earth? So the solution is, can their glory ever fade away from this earth? This is question number 26. The question is, every father likes his child. We shall have to make this interrogative. So the solution is, doesn't every father like his child? So the solution is, doesn't every father like his child? This is question number 27. The question is, nobody was responsible for this. We can make this interrogative in two ways. So the first way is, who was responsible for this? Or was anybody responsible for this? So we can use any of those to answer for this question. Number 28, the question is, there is nothing impossible in this world. We shall have to make this interrogative. So the solution is there anything impossible in this world? So the solution is there anything impossible in this world? Now we're moving to question number 29. The question is, our life is nothing but a continuous struggle. So we can follow the same rule. Is our life anything but a continuous struggle? Or you can do this in other ways, such as, what is our life but a continuous struggle? We can do this in two ways. This is the last question. The question is, everybody accepted the proposal. We shall have to make this interrogative. So the solution is, who did not accept the proposal? Actually, when there is everybody in assertive sentence, and if you want to make this interrogative, at that time we can use who plus negative. So in this way, we have used who did not accept the proposal. So I think the exercise that we have done today, you have got the point. So no more today. Be happy, stay at home, and stay safe.